So previously I live streamed myself opening up some Crown Zenith, and unfortunately I actually didn't get anything anywhere near good. After that I actually streamed on Whatnot and sold a few things on there, and I actually managed to get some amazing and awesome stuff for the people who purchased off me there. However, I'm hoping with a kind of recent change in luck that today may be a little bit different. So I'm back opening some more Crown Zenith. So what's good, YouTube? Welcome to another video from me, PokePhD. So I'm going to go ahead, rip this box open. I've also got 4 random booster packs that I had left over from my openings on Whatnot. So in total, we're going to be opening up 14 packs today. And here's hoping, as I said today, we managed to get something pretty good. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to go ahead and grab the knife. So let me cut straight into here. As I said, I opened 2 boxes on a previous video. It was a live stream from probably, I think it was a couple of days after the set was actually released. Let me just throw this junk. We don't care about any of this stuff. Do you know what? We also barely care about this thing either. Got quite a few of these at this point. Although the centering on this one's pretty good, so maybe we do. Maybe we care about it a little. And then, of course, the glory from the box, hopefully. Here's hoping, as I said. 10 additional Crown Zenith booster boxes. Oh, I wish. Booster packs. First things first, before we get into things, I just wanted to quickly say I'm going to quickly shuffle these around just so you know there's no messing around here. As I said, I had those 4 from a previous box. I was opening on a Whatnot live stream. I just didn't manage to sell them all. But I'm still waiting to get more Crown Zenith from my distributor. So it's been a little. Let me just adjust this a little bit. It's been a bit of a pain getting a hold of some additional product, and I've been in touch with my distributor to say, hey, when are we getting more? And I think it's the kind of same story for a lot of people where they just don't have a clue. They don't know what's going on. But you know, I'm slowly running out of product. But you know, just opening a little bit here for myself as well. So you know, I thought why not? So let's get straight into this. Few cards that we are hoping to get include, of course, the gold cards from the Galarian Gallery. That is the gold Arceus. Again, I love to do this where I struggle getting these packs open. So just give me a moment to do this. So that's, of course, the gold Arceus, the Giratina, the Palkia, and the Dialga. We're also hoping maybe for a Pikachu Secret Rare. I actually managed to... Ooh, that's good. It's gone everywhere. I actually managed to... we want to do 4 from the back. I actually managed to pack 2 of those on a single Whatnot stream. And I only opened, I think, 3 or 4 boxes on that stream as well. I wasn't opening too much. But I managed to get 2 of those Pikachu. So maybe one of those would be nice. And generally just some nice cards from the Galarian Gallery, because I still have a lot of the set to collect. I opened a few boxes already, of course, but not made too much headway with the set itself. So nothing in the reverse, and a non-holo Yanmega. So not the greatest start, but we move 13 packs to go. So we've got to be a little bit speedy. It'd help if I wasn't absolutely incapable of opening a booster pack. But yeah, I've still got plenty of the set to collect. I think I got 1 decent pull, or maybe 2 decent pulls from my 3 boxes that I've opened so far. That includes, I think the best card was the Darkrai V-Star from the Galarian Gallery. So there's plenty of room to improve. I mean, I basically cannot do any worse than what I've done so far. That's a Grubbin, Skrelp, a cute Helioptile, Wooloo, another cute little Shinx. Ooh, Thievul, Galarian Gallery, number 17. I'm pretty sure this is one of the 3 I have, so thank you for that, Pokemon. And a Greedent V, so double banger. 2 terrible bangs. I'd prefer it kept those bangs to itself, to be honest, but again, we probably shouldn't complain. So on to pack number 3. More of that. Certainly more of that would be nice. Genuinely, I'd take 1 gold card at this point now. I mean, what I have done so far, and I've talked about it in a video previously, was I just went in a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a medium bit, into the Japanese side of the of Crown Zenith, of course, being V-Star Universe. So I pretty much own all the gold cards from V-Star Universe at this point already. Sent them off to be graded, so hoping they will be getting 10s. Reverse Holo Lycanroc. Good idea to keep a hold of these just for the master set, of course. And then the signature Hulk card. Don't really know what to make of that. Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about why that's a good pull. I'm just going to say it's not, but I'm going to leave it there as well at the same time. Yeah, so I'm making not much progress with the with Crown Zenith as a set. Unfortunately, as a set, I can't get a hold of more product. It's a bit weird, and I'll probably make a video on it reasonably soon. In that the stuff I'm hearing from my, we have a little bit of a. Do we have these? Let's yeah, they look not so great edges on these. Yeah, so I've been talking to my distributor a little bit recently, and it'd be interesting for you to know they're getting stock from some older sets, stuff like Fusion Strike. They're also continuing to get stock for like Silver Tempest and Lost Origins, so fulfilling those. I don't know if they've got big plans. Ooh, Glaceon V, nice. Certainly don't have this already, so certainly will take that. I can go in front of the Hop because no one cares about Hop. And I'm not making any promises or anything. Certainly not. This is just complete conjecture from myself. But potentially, we're looking at some reprints for those older sets. I mean, as I said, I've already been offered some Fusion Strike. And sure, they've not told me that there's going to be any other sets, Chilling Rain, or, well, certainly not Chilling Rain, Battle Styles, or anything around there. Maybe some Brilliant Stars, whatever. Although I believe there was a small reprint relatively recently. However, I'm thinking if we're getting dribs and drabs of Fusion Strike, maybe we're going to get some Evolving Skies again. Maybe that's why barely any product is coming out. I really don't know what they're doing with the prints at the moment. Oh, Deoxys VMAX GG45. Yes, lovely one. This is a fantastic one, isn't it? This is one of the two Deoxys. There's obviously the Deoxys V-Star as well, which is also another fantastic card. That might have actually been the card that I pulled. That gorgeous shine. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's certainly going into the collection, into the set. I still need to... Oh, God. I still need to get my binder, which is a bit annoying. I've just got a pile of the cards. This is in pretty good nick as well, which I'm happy with. And then, of course, we've got this gorgeous card with the Deoxys and the Orbeetle. You get a sleeve for that. So do you know what? We're not doing terribly. All things considered, what are we? 6 packs? 5-6 packs through. Got ourselves a nice VMAX. No golds, of course, yeah. But as I was saying, like, we're getting dribs and drabs of random products. And I know, like, it is a little bit, like, we are a little bit slower just because, obviously, I'm based in the UK and I've got a UK distributor and so on. So it's not probably necessarily as up to date. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not, of course. It just depends on the product, really. In terms of how, what we have access to. It's odd. Genuinely, there's probably no way of actually quantifying it. But what I've seen from what I've seen is what I've seen is that there's just an insane amount of Charizard UPCs. I don't know if they just went so insanely crazy with that everything else is just like slowing down and suffering. But I'm, as of the last few weeks, as I said, I've been hearing and been offered random boxes from previous mid-air Radiant Eternity. I definitely have one of these already. I'll take that. That's another hit. Oh, and then Elisa Sparkle. That is nice. And you know what? Great centering. No, it's slightly thick at the bottom, isn't it? Yep. Nice, right away. Yep. Fortunately, Elisa, you are pretty thick. Some would say fortunately. I'll probably change my mind about what I said and not say anything at all. But no, that's a good pull, right? decent. We're doing reasonably well so far, but it is Crown Zenith, right? You're always getting something. I'm actually more hopeful than I was a few weeks ago about us getting some decent reprints. I mean, I want to... So, what I certainly... I'm a little bit erratic with how I deal with my sealed product. Like, as soon as it gets above a certain price, I end up just selling it all. What I do immediately is actually not to sell the sealed product. So I'll buy at least a case, if not more, of the latest set, and I basically keep hold of it. I don't immediately sell it, and then I'll see if how the set does a few months down the line. Usually I go in more on sets that I know are going to be better, right? So the last couple of sets in Lost Origin and obviously Crown Zenith, I tried to get as much as I could, and then Silver Tempest, I went in as much as I could within reason, of course. As I said, I'm not immediately reselling them, so I'm not recouping that money straight away, where I can go ahead and buy 100 boxes because I know I'll sell 80 of them, 90 of them, and I get most of the money back. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not on that kind of level and size. Probably more reverse hollow water energy. That's probably quite useful. I will sleeve that up. And another Glaceon V. So that's 2 Glaceon Vs for us today. Yeah, I'm not at that level of a store, and I don't mainly deal in or I don't deal in that much sealed product anyway. So I didn't put that one in a sleeve, did I? I won't put you in a sleeve. All about the equality here. So what tangents do I go on, eh? Yeah, so I'm not a bigger store, a more established kind of brick and mortar store where I'm getting hundreds, if not thousands, of boxes of sealed product. I'm certainly nowhere near that. I'm more the average person, in that I'm getting a few cases from my distributor at most. So for me, as I said, I'm not selling them immediately, unless, I mean, if they're crazy priced, then maybe, but I'm not selling them immediately. So it's harder for me to justify going in at all expensive when, I've always got grading fees. I've always got, I'm always buying graded cards themselves, buying collections, that kind of thing as well. So, often I think it's not even worth. Nothing in here. Reverse hollow tracking shoes. Keep an eye on that for the old master set. Yeah, I often think that it's not even worth it for me to go in too much into sealed product. I just like having a case of the latest set, for example. I just like knowing that I have that there just in case. I've also considered maybe doing it a bit more just to kind of get more familiar with things like Whatnot, just because I've been asked a couple of times about Whatnot, and I kind of do a couple of weeks and then I won't do it for months. So one good way of certainly doing that and being consistent with that would be having more sealed product, right? Because that's the stuff people want to see often. But as I said, I stick to a case or two. So currently don't have a case of yes. Don't have. Ooh, it's not Japanese. This is not V-Star Universe. Although so cute. I've been playing with Bidoof, or at least I did play with Bidoof until I boxed the barrel in my Pokemon Diamond Hardcore Nuzlocke. If you haven't seen it on my channel, there's a playlist there for you. Shoes. Yeah. This is really cute though, and I played with Bidoof. It's a terrible Pokemon, but this is a cute card. Bibarel's also terrible, and I'm glad I boxed it. But I feel like I'm enjoying that series, and if you are into the VGC at all, definitely check that out. Otherwise, stick to the TCG stuff, which I enjoy both. So for me, it's nice to kind of mix between the two. I'll be honest, like in terms of, I don't really get as many views or too many views at all for the VGC stuff, playing the Pokemon Diamond as I'm doing at the moment. However, I just really enjoy it, so I'm happy to stick with that for the moment. And if some people start tuning into that more than I maybe average like 15 to 20 views at most for those videos. But as I said, I enjoy it, so why on earth not, right? Red Candy, Galarian Meowth, Whalmer. So we've got 4 booster packs left. We haven't done too badly so far. This is definitely the best I've done all my opening. Although, getting there with the non-holo rares, although this is adorable as well. I can't lie, wild charge. 52 of 159. Thank God the number is unique, eh? Also, thank God when you type in, when you search for GG37 when you're trying to get your bloody Thival character rare, you don't get a bunch of other trainer gallery cards. That's one thing that's really started to annoy me with the fact that they're all the same number. Also the fact that like Darkness Ablaze and Astral Radiance are the same number, so when I'm like listing a card and searching the card or trying to buy a card and multiple results come up of the same number, because you know you want to use the number when you're searching for a card, or when I list cards, I'm obviously including the number at the beginning of the listing, and then it's like, which set are you talking about? It is literally a first world problem, so ignore me and excuse me if I'm being annoying. Look at those print lines though. Those print lines, that's quite a lot of print lines. I had that issue with my first couple of, well, this in at least this case, which is unfortunate, but also at least I'm happy I still get to open it, just because it is a lot of fun to open. I kind of go crazy when it comes to the special sets. I don't, oh well, sorry about that. Remember to edit that out. As I was saying, I go a little bit mad with the special sets just because they are so much fun to open. Certainly not as much with the main sets. If I get my case, my 2 cases, they're there, they're chilling, I'm not touching them. Oh, aggro and reverse holo. Whereas, oh, and floppy hands there. Got my paper hands there. Whereas with the main sets, with the core sets, sometimes I will open 1 booster box at most. With a couple I just haven't even opened. I think it was definitely open Battle Styles. Oh, that's, love getting those, don't we? Did anyone else see PSA 10 of that sold for like $70? It was insane. I remember seeing it all over Discord. But yeah, I don't tend to open as much as the main sets. They're just not as fun for me to open. And I'd rather just keep hold of them. And I know people are like, oh, this is the main set, you should try and kind of enjoy them. But another Gradient V are on our final pack. But for me, it's like, I don't mind just binging, waiting till later. I kind of enjoy opening probably smaller random products just because I feel like I generally tend to do a little bit better there, or from the back, so I don't mind doing that. Like for example, in my previous video I think I opened the Historian's Zoroark V-Star collection because I usually get a case of that product as well, at least, and I prefer doing that than like fully committing to 100. God, I ruined that, didn't I? Doof reverse holo, so we didn't get a gold card, which is unfortunate. Do have this, but we didn't do too badly. Get rid of this junk here. We got the Bidoof, we got the thick Elsa, Elsa, whatever, all the same. It's thick. When I say thick, you know I mean the edges, right? Not the card itself. And then the Deoxys V Max. We got a couple of the Glaceon Vs, the Gradient V, and the random Thival, right? We got the Hop, and then obviously the Radiant Eternatus. So not a terrible 14 packs. Probably could have had like another big hitter. That would have been nice. Probably a little worse than, again, what I was opening up for other people. But you know, it is what it is sometimes. And you take what you can get. But thank you for tuning into the video nonetheless, and hopefully I will catch you on the next one.